Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do the October Divine Feminine, Sacred Feminine Collective reading. We're going to look here in this reading at the overall energies through the month, the themes coming up, what may be helping her out this month, what she may be challenged with, as well as some final guidance at the end. There will be an extended for those of you that want to go more in depth and go week by week with a lot more in depth into the journey of the sacred feminine in the month of October. So I'm going to start out, as I always do, by pulling a major arcana theme and a minor arcana theme, and then pulling some additional cards. Also, do join me over on Instagram. I will put the link below. I have been on Instagram for years, but I rarely ever posted there, and now I'm posting regular things over there. So I know many of you guys have been commenting that you've been enjoying that. So if you haven't checked me out over on Instagram, the link is down below, and you can follow me there for more regular content. So let's take a look at the theme for the Sacred Feminine Collective. Now remember, you can always watch this, and I recommend watching this, as I always have said since I started this channel, watching this for your personal masculine and feminine energies. So do watch the masculine reading as well for additional insights. Overall, major arcana theme for the sacred feminine for October. We have the death card, the transition card. Okay, this is incredible transformation, and I'm not really surprised because coming into the month, we have just come off the full moon in Aries, and we are entering into eclipse season. So what happens with the eclipses is the inevitable gets expedited. So this could be a rebirth. This could be shifting into a brand new life. I feel like many of the sacred feminines almost feel as though something has, whatever has ended, you're moving into an entirely new way of being. So what does this connect to? What does this connect to with the minor arcana theme? The Ten of Flames. Okay, that's the Ten of Wands. You are coming into a period of time, divine feminine, where the burdens are you're no longer carrying the burdens of this ascension journey alone. See how this person is climbing up the stairs with the torch up to the top of the tower, carrying all of the burdens. So what we have here, it's like, and look how it ties directly into this depiction of the death card. You know, she's going up out of the physical body and into another dimension. And so what I feel like is happening is I feel like divine feminine, you might be going to the stratosphere this month. Many of you feel like your life has been transforming in a massively powerful and profound way. And what's happening here is whatever's heavy and dense, I feel like that's going to be shed this month. Let's get some more themes for you, though. Coming into the, oh my word, one holding a heart. Yep, there we have it. A lot of this is happening, guys, in love, with a lot of sacred partnerships coming into the physical realm, into physical reality. But what we have here is you're ready. You're ready to not do this life alone anymore. Now, if you're watching this for something other than love, what this is that the universe is ready to dote all over you. The universe is ready to provide for you and to show you how much you are appreciated for your existence and your contribution to the light. What other theme do we have here for the sacred feminine? Ooh, hello, great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Yeah, it's like, I almost feel like whatever's changing in your life could be a little bit overwhelming this month. A little bit like, what the heck just happened? My life went from 0 to 1,000 in 0.2 seconds. But many of you could be embarking on something really exciting, something that maybe you've always wanted to do. maybe you feel like the time is right intuitively to go for it. And again, the feminine energy is the go for it energy is more the masculine energy, but I feel almost like you could be getting ready to go on a very powerful, exciting adventure that awaits you if you simply open your heart to it. So what is the theme coming up for the Divine Feminine for love in October? Oh my word, compatibility. Okay. This is, to me, a sign that you're no longer doing life alone, Divine Feminine. You're not. I'm sorry. This is, I'm not sorry, obviously. But this is how I started this reading, where what's coming to an end is that you are no longer carrying the burden of ascension alone. Sacred union is in 3D form, is a very powerful, very necessary piece of the ascension of the planet. And I've done videos about this in the past. I just did one a couple of weeks ago in terms of why sacred union is important for humanity to come together now, and many unions are. So what we have here is this is a month of two people who are complete, who are whole, who are individually complete within themselves, who come together to enjoy life together. They're not yoked together like codependent, unhealthy 3D relationships. They're both independent, they're both free, and they feel this incredible sense of camaraderie, compatibility. It's like they are each their own individual person, but they have found their person that they can feel this sense of freedom with, of resonance with, of like, let's go have some fun and do life together. Dang, my friends, this is, and I'm not surprised. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I am going to be doing a series of activations, live events. I know you guys have really enjoyed those when I've done them before. Live activations, global events on the 1010 portal, the 1111 portal, and the 1212 portal. There will be a link down below to check out the information about that. And if the information's not there yet, hang tight. I will post it very soon, I promise. But because I never remember the timing of when I get that up versus when I post this video. But here's the thing. I've felt really called to support you all over the next 3 months, because so many of you are in incredible transitions in your life. The type of transition that you couldn't even imagine it until you're there, and then it goes even beyond your wildest imagination. So here we have it. We have a lot of really beautiful energy coming in for the Sacred Feminine. So what I'm going to look at now is what energies will be really supporting her this month and what will be challenging for her this month. And then I'll, before I head over to the extended, I'm going to be leaving you guys with a guidance message as well for the month of October. So what energies will be supporting the Divine Feminine? Door to Spirit. There's the Divine Feminine, the thinking woman, and caring connections. All right, here's the deal. The supporting energies are anything that is not a sacred partnership is being shed. Anything that is not aligned with spiritual ascension is falling away. And when that falls away, it brings in rapid developments, I will say. Developments being like the moment you drop the burdens, you're free. You're light. Your light is brighter. Your light is shining more brightly. It is going to be seen by the sacred partner. In fact, I'm going to add to this here in terms of what's supporting you. The Door to Spirit. Here's your transformation energy again. Granted, we are going into Scorpio season at the end of the month. but a fresh new way of living emerges, right? Anything that is not aligned with your spiritual path is no longer in your experience. Period. End of conversation. Although I'm not going to end the conversation because I want to give you guys some more info, but you get my point. And again, the 1010 portal, having just come right after the full moon in Aries, which was on September 29th, is releasing major releases, major completion energy. The thinking woman, trust that there's a divine plan. You know that wherever you're being called, Spirit will guide you. And you've been guided to this point. And now we're beginning a new cycle of one that is going to bring in the caring connection that you deserve, the sacred partnership that you want to do life with, have adventures with. Whatever is happening here, for many of you, this is where you've been on a desert passage for a while. Many of you have been single for a long time. Many of you have even been celibate for a long time, because it's almost as though there has been a preparation Spirit has had you on in order to prepare for the highest form of sacred love that you could imagine. And what's coming to an end here is Spirit's no longer going to leave you on your own, divine feminine, because the world and humanity needs sacred partnerships to anchor the light, anchor the frequencies on the planet. And if this is, I was going to say, most of you that watch my channel are not new to the journey of ascension. So you get what I mean when I say that. So what will be challenging for the divine feminine in the month of October? What should she be on the lookout for? Door to romance closed. Fourth chakra closed. The garden and the gate. All in reverse. So what this means here is, as this changes, some of it means many people are transitioning out of partnerships and have been in the process of transitioning out of partnerships. But if the door is closing, if Spirit is closing a door for you in the romance department, or in, again, this can be a general reading applied to things other than love, but with the woman holding a heart, the door to romance here, the heart chakra here, the thinking woman here, the caring connections card is here, it's primarily wanting to talk about love, but this can also apply to doing what your heart is meant and called to do, that you love to do, that makes you happiest, that makes you emotionally fulfilled. But what we have here, what's challenging is breakups can be challenging. And with the garden and the gate in the reverse, there's no longer skepticism or hesitation, no longer staying in your comfort zone. I will tell you that part of what could be challenging when this comes in is opening your heart, divine feminine. Because your comfort zone is in your independence. You're used to being independent and on your own. Strong on your own, not needing anybody else, not needing somebody else to complete you. Like that bullshit line from Jerry Maguire, right? Like you don't, and you haven't needed that for a long time. But when the sacred partner comes in, that's a bit challenging. You could be a little skeptical. You could be a little bit like, are you sure? Is this really it? I don't know. I'm a little nervous. What if I get my heart broken again? And that is what is coming through for the challenge. And so whatever's leaving and also arriving around this time for you, divine feminine, intuitively you're going to be tested a little bit in terms of, can I really open my heart? And I will tell you what's happening in my, when I work with my clients over the last 2 years especially, but the last year especially, a lot of the people who would identify themselves as the divine feminine in their core energy, all of my healing sessions have been focused on healing their distorted masculine essence within them. Doesn't mean they're the divine masculine, but they're distortions. And a lot of this has to do with the fear of opening the heart, where you think you want to open it, but man, is there that thing locked shut because you're afraid to get hurt. And that is coming through so strongly here, my friends. So again, this is a nice problem to have, a nice challenge to have. On the flip side, for some of you, because all of you are on different timelines here, for some of you, if this means relationship ending, that is part of the challenge. Maybe your heart is broken. Maybe you have to close a door to somebody or a path that you thought might have been in your future that is no longer, but understanding that you're meant to get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes many people stay in relationships because of security and stability and comfort, but their heart's not fulfilled. And so when we finally put our hearts on the line is when it can get scary, but that's a bit of a challenge here this month. And again, like I said, for many of you, it's a wonderful challenge to have. And guys, in the extended, I'm going to get into how some of the unconscious shadows and the sabotaging behavior could come in the month. So if you want to go more in depth, we're going to go into that there. It's a little too raw sometimes to put here on the YouTube, on this platform, because it's not for the faint of heart sometimes, those messages, I have to say. But you know, those of you that watch my work and have watched my extendeds and have done readings with me understand that it's the divine's loving guidance for you on how to best move through your limiting behavior and shadows. So with this door to romance, crossing bridges, healing, right? Releasing, mending, connecting. So some of you are healing from a broken heart, but a lot of you are afraid to open your heart to heal a connection. Why is the fourth chakra in the reverse here? Discovering the truth. Yeah, see what I was talking about? Many of you don't know that your heart is shut. You don't realize that, wow, I have a wall around my heart. Wow. Because when I thought my heart was open, but it is different when you have come to be in a healthy dynamic with yourself. I love myself. I care for myself. I don't need anybody else. I would like to share my life with someone, but it's more than just that, because in order to ascend as, for example, sacred union, in a strong soul connection, for some of you it could be twin flame, but whatever label you put on it, whatever you connect with personally on your journey, healthy partnerships are healing and bring a lot of light. And why is this hesitation here? Fellow travelers, support is all around you, okay? You're not alone. And again, you're going to be finding when you get out of your comfort zone, you will find other people. But the challenge might be that you feel like you're going to be all alone. And for many of you, some of you are coming out of loneliness and hibernation and hermit mode. A lot of my client sessions and conversations and coaching sessions have been all around this intense loneliness. And I see that coming to an end. So, before I head to the extended, I'm going to leave you with a guidance message here. For those of you not going on to the extended. In the extended, again, I'm going to break down the month throughout the weeks, see how the energies shift, what's to pay attention to, what you'll be learning, and a lot more guidance as well for how to navigate the energies. And also, guys, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And do check me out on Instagram. I post more there now than here. I just dropped a card on the floor. The guidance here is the end of a tough cycle approaches. This is the end of a tough cycle, whether this is a relationship, a concrete relationship that has brought you stability and security is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. However, for many of you, this is where it gets gooder and gooder, right? The tough times are coming to an end. You're dropping the burdens. You're transitioning into a totally new way of living your life, my friends. All right, I hope this was helpful. Do check out the Divine Masculine reading as well for additional messages for the month of October. And until next time, I send you so much love. Bye.